Okay, good morning. Good morning. We are live via Zoom and via Instagram. And we're going live to the 21-day manifestation challenge Facebook page. And I think my my local Facebook profile as well. So very exciting morning. Hope everybody's having a great morning. And if you're not, that's okay too. Life is challenging. That's one thing we can really guarantee, that life is sometimes going to be very challenging and that we always have to pay taxes. And not every day is going to be sunny. Some days it's going, even in Portugal, even some days it's rainy, and that's okay. So I have a presentation for day 3 of the 21-day challenge, manifestation challenge. Very excited about this one. Very excited. And I'm just going to share my screen. And then I'm going to check all the different platforms, just see if we are actually live. And then I want to check that the sound is working, because there's a lot of technical stuff going on here in many different realms. And if you're not entirely on it, these technical stuff have a way of just going weird. Okay, so this is the 21-day manifesting challenge 2023, the January 2023 challenge. And it's day 3. So to start off today, I've got a quote from somebody who lived 2,500 years ago. Even back in those days, manifestation and creating your reality was a thing. So Buddha says, what you think about, you become. What you think about, you become. What you think, you become. What you think, you become. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, yeah? It also says, what you feel, you attract. So what you feel, you attract. Cool, I can go with that. What you imagine, you create. What you imagine, you create. And there we go. In 3 simple sentences, we have the whole technology of manifestation right there. Right there, all in 3 simple sentences, said 2,500 years ago by the Buddha. What you think about, you become. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. And what you imagine, you create. So based on that, if we think good thoughts, we think positive thoughts, we're thinking positivity, okay, we're going to become positive people. We're going to become joyful people. If you're feeling good feelings, joy, happiness, inspiration, aliveness, gratitude, abundance, that's what you're going to attract. So good. And what you imagine, you create. Close your eyes, imagine your future, imagine the things that you want to achieve, imagine the vision you have for your life, whatever area of life, that's what you create. There, right there by the Buddha, in 3 simple sentences: what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. And what you imagine, you create. So cool. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it on screen for a moment, and I'm just going to check where else we are live. I just want to make sure that it's all actually working. Oh, excuse me. How's everybody this morning? Everybody well? Well, I hope wherever you are, that you have an amazing day. And if you spend a bit of time with me today, your day will be really cool. because we're going to look into some really, really cool things. So I don't really know if it's live. This thing about live things is that it's not so easy. It's not as easy as it looks. Technology can be amazing. Well, it says it's live, you know, it says it. So I have to go with that, right? I sort of have to, receiving signal, it says it's doing it. It says it's live, going live, It all says it's happening. I guess I'm just gonna have to go to the group. This is the only one that really matters right now. If I can be live in this group, I'll be very happy. I am live. Look at that. There we are. Sorry. It's all happening. All happening here, ladies and gents. Okay, so let's do this share thing again. Okay. Woohoo! We're rocking it. Oh yeah, by the way, this morning, I don't know, I don't know where it came from, but I created a manifesting growth playlist on Spotify. Woohoo! And then I shared it with the 21 days manifestation challenge group and a WhatsApp as well. And what that's going to do is going to allow you the opportunity to actually add your own inspiring songs to the playlist. Because we all know we wake up and there's some days that we just don't have the energy, we don't feel good, I don't know, you know, hormones, you know, the weather, whatever it is. Listen to a couple of those songs and in no time you'll be absolutely buzzing with energy. Uplifting songs, that's the power of music. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to get straight into it. So this is it. Are you ready? We've done the Buddha thing. Okay, Buddha, we love you. You're awesome. You rock it. Okay, are you ready, guys? Here we go. So this skill is the most important skill you can be learning right now. If you're listening to that and you agree with that, say, oh. The skill, and it's literally the only skill you need, the skill to manifest your vision, the skill to manifest your life consciously. Amazing. The skill to have a clear vision despite what is happening around you. Anything can be happening around you. If you have a clear vision, none of it matters. None of it matters. You know, for example, there's more millionaires that are created during a recession than at any other time, you know, in history. More millionaires get created during a recession than any other time. Some people are like, oh my God, it's a recession. I'm going to lose my job. There's not going to be any money. I'm going to stop, you know, whatever. The negative thinking, all the patterns can come. And the media is just absolutely bombarding us, right? But if you have a clear vision for your life, for your finances, you're going to stick with that, right? And you're going to be like, there's loads of other people that are going, you're going to just look at what is the opportunity? There are opportunities happening right now. What is the opportunity? What is the opportunity despite everything that everybody else is saying? I remember this one story, it made such a difference to me. There was this lady, I don't even know her name, but she was super positive, a very highly spiritually advanced being. And she was driving in her car with her friend. And I think it was in the States somewhere. She's driving in her car. She's a highly advanced being. She turns the corner, and unknown to her and her friend, there's been like a massive riot happening. She turns a corner, and all of a sudden, her car is surrounded by people throwing bottles and setting things on fire and breaking into shops, and it's just absolute mayhem. Instead of freaking out and going, oh my God, what are we going to do? And then, stopping the car and like jumping out and getting into the whole fear thing, which was obviously totally natural thing to do. Instead, she just held her place, her space of peace and harmony and love. She said to her friend, don't worry, we're going to be totally fine. And the way she said it to the friend just went, friend just completely got it. She carried on driving. She drove through a riot. I literally drove through the center of a riot with people freaking out all around her. And she went through and they didn't touch her car once. Nothing happened to her. That is the power of having a vision and having a belief, despite the circumstances that are happening all around you. I'll never forget that story. Very, very powerful. Is it easy? That's the question. Is it easy? Is it easy to manifest your life, manifest a positive life, manifest your dreams, manifest your goals? No, it's really, really, really difficult. And don't expect it to be easy. It's going to be hard. You may have to suffer. You're going to have to step out of your comfort zone, and that's going to take courage. Like if we want to make any changes in our life, it's going to be uncomfortable. Becoming an expert gardener or an intermediate gardener, if you've been a novice gardener and you're going to be an intermediate gardener, okay, it's going to take courage. It's going to take some level of suffering, because you're going to have to make yourself do stuff that you don't normally want to do. Like these exercises, like waking up and thinking about your vision and all that stuff. Yeah, maybe you'd much rather spend like another 20 minutes in bed. But instead of that, you have to go to work at 8 o'clock. You have to wake up at 7. So you've got 10 minutes to do your manifestation exercises and your vision, and get your vision really clear in your head. So you've got another 15 minutes to get dressed, have breakfast, and get out the door. You'd much rather spend that 10 minutes in bed, but no, you can jump out of bed and actually do your exercise, because that's what's going to make the difference. So it's really difficult. Like none of this is going to be easy, but don't expect it to be easy. Like I personally have fallen for that as well. I expect life to be easy, and when it's not easy, I'm like, there's something wrong. Something's going on. What's going on? What's wrong? There's nothing wrong about it. Life is a challenge. It is anything that is worth anything is going to be difficult, and this is the most difficult thing, to consciously create your reality. So nothing worth anything has ever been achieved easy. Hey, Instagram. So cool. Nobody, this is good. So nobody accidentally rolled out of bed with a six-pack. This is a great example. Do you know anybody that's rolled out of bed with a six-pack? Anybody that has ever achieved anything substantial has probably had multiple failures, multiple times when they wanted to give up. Take a moment and visualize your goal. Just want to take a moment and see if you can think about your goal really clearly. That moment when you achieve your goal, what are you feeling? That vision that you have in whatever area of life, that moment in the future, can you picture it? How clear is the picture? Can you see who you're with? Can you see what it looks like around you? Can you hear the sounds of what's happening around you? Can you see the colors? Can you feel what it's like to have achieved that goal, to finally have realized your dream? Feel it, see it, hear it. The more of your senses that you can incorporate into the visualization of that dream, the more real it's going to become. Great. So now I'm going to ask you a question. Does your vision light you on fire? Do you feel joy and energy when you visualize and think of that moment? Do you feel energy? Is there energy around that vision? Is there something like it moves you? There's some movement in you. You feel, you can feel, you feel the energy of it, the power, the sensations of it. Because the reality is, the more energy you feel around that vision of the future that you hold, the more power and energy you feel, the easier it's going to be to manifest it. If your vision and your goal doesn't light you on fire and you don't feel totally inspired by it, it's going to be very, very difficult to manifest it. So I'm going to give you an example of the time I went to Mexico. So my girlfriend at the time, she was in between jobs, and she was planning to go away for like 3 or 4 weeks. She wanted to go do yoga, stuff like that. And we'd recently got together. We'd been together a few months. And she told me about this holiday. And I was like, oh my God, I'd so love to go on holiday with you to, I think it was Costa Rica we spoke about initially. Would so love to go on holiday with you. And in that moment, the energy I felt for it, that I visualized going, I visualized the plane, I visualized being there. And then like the reality hit me. In fact, the reality was like in that moment, even though I visualized it so clearly in that moment of how amazing it would be to be with her, and we could walk on the beach and all the amazing things we'd do. In reality, like I didn't have the money, I didn't have the time, and it's the busiest season of in work for me. So the circumstances were completely, there was no ways I was going to achieve that. And there was only like 2 or 3 months before the time to go, the time when she had off. But there was so much energy behind that vision that I had of being on a holiday with my girlfriend that somehow I made it happen. The time I took off work, took the time off work, I somehow manifested the money. It was just amazing. Like things just flowed. We went on holiday. It was literally the best 3 weeks of my life. Literally, I've never had, it was the most amazing holiday ever. And it all came from that moment when I decided that I was going to make that happen. So my question for you is, so I want you to think of a time in your life when you manifested something out of nothing and it happened with literally no effort whatsoever. Okay, so just think of that time. Everybody's done it. Everybody's had a moment in life when they thought of something, they heard about something, holiday, car, going to whatever it is. Yeah, it could be like really, it could be as simple as whatever it is. I'm not going to. My example was the holiday, right? My example was There was no way I was going on holiday anywhere, had no time, had no money. Thought of the holiday, was so inspired that I made it happen. So you think of a moment, think of that moment now, yeah? So I want to ask you, how did you feel? Were you excited or were you depressed? How much energy did you have? Did you have loads of energy around that vision or you didn't have any? Did you see it in your mind's eye? Could you see the reality of that vision in the future? Then I'm going to ask you, how much action did you take in order to achieve that it actually came to pass? And then how consistent were your actions? Because each one of these points is like a blueprint for manifestation. Because if you can get all of these points into the sort of if you can get all of these ingredients into the cooking, you're going to come out with this amazing dish, the manifestation, right? The more of these ingredients you can get in, the better. If you can be really excited about the manifestation, like, I want to go on this amazing holiday, I'm really excited. I've got lots of energy, like the joy. I can feel the joy, the energy, it's inspiring. I can feel the upliftment in it. I can see it really clearly walking on that beach with my partner. I'm going to take consistent action. I'm going to sort out my finances. I'm going to work out the time. I'm going to be consistently action. I've got like 3 months to make it happen. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be really consistent. I'm not going to like try for a week and then get distracted, run out of time, and then forget about it for a month. I'm going to make consistent action. Then it happens, right? So your life is a result of the consistent habits and actions that you take over time. That's it. That's it. Your life is a result of the consistent habits and actions you take over time. Your challenge is that you need to be in the reality you created yesterday without letting it stop you with doubt, insecurity, and fear from manifesting the vision of your life in the future. So based on the realization that everything that we thought, all the actions we took, all the beliefs that we created led us to this moment. So that it makes sense that all the beliefs, the actions, and the vision that we have right now is going to lead us into the future. So in 1 year's time from now, we're going to look back on this moment, and there's going to be a whole series of actions, beliefs, and visions that we made for that year, okay? And that year is going to be a result of all those things taking place. The challenge is that you have to sit in this reality. The reality is like, I don't have any money in the bank. The debtors are coming, I can't pay my rent. And you're going to have to envisage yourself in the future being totally financially abundant, totally financially secure. And that's the difference between those two states of being is so large. Okay, that's the challenge. That's the challenge, that you have to hold the vision of that reality and all the steps it's going to take to get to that point. Like the steps are, I'm going to have to find a new job. I'm going to have to work extra hard. I'm going to have to do a double shift. I'm going to have to pay off those debts. I'm going to have to find a new business. I'm going to have to change work. Whatever it is, those steps it's going to take to get you to the point, okay, where that reality is manifested. So your future is coming. Are you going to let the future come as a result of other people's wants and goals, or as a result of your own? Because standing in this moment right now, if you don't do any visioning, any manifestation, you don't put any focus on what you want to create in 1 year's time, then in 1 year's time, where are you going to be, right? You could be in a cool place. You could be in a great place because you've got we're all manifesting all the time. Some of us are really good at it. Some of us are not. But, okay, you're generally going to be in a place that's as a result of your environment, as a result of your beliefs, those beliefs being good or bad, as a result of other people's beliefs, as a result of the programming on TV, as a result of other people's opinions, okay? The only way that we can guarantee that we're going to be in a place that's being closer to our vision in a year's time is if we focus on it consistently, take consistent action, and consistently work at it, and not let other people's goals, other people's visions, other people's opinions, the opinions of society, the opinions of the news to control us or to have an impact on us. Okay. A year ago, okay, back a year ago from the point you are right now, the future you're living right now was just a dream. Okay, like if I can think about a year ago, I wasn't thinking about what I'd be doing in January 2023. I had no idea whatsoever. I wasn't thinking about it at all. I don't know the point I was going to make about that, but that is the point. Is that right now, personally, I had no idea. Okay, actually, during the year, you know, if I had an idea back then, maybe I would have, you know, created another reality. Actually, like throughout the year, because I went through some stuff, went through some challenges, the challenges are amazing because they spark you into action. Okay, when you're happy with everything, okay, no action happens, no change happens, no manifestation happens, because you're like, you sit back, you're like, oh, you know, I'm really happy, I can just chill out, you know. But when stuff is like freaking out around you, when, you know, you can't pay the rent, you're like, this is the time for action. That's when things really move. Things really happen when you're in crisis. So I was in crisis. I was like, I've got to change. I cannot carry on like this for another year. And I completely changed my whole reality, completely, 100%. And it took like absolutely massive focused action. And I did it. Incredible, absolutely incredible. So your future is coming. Are you going to let that future come as a result of other people's wants or goals, or as a result of your own? So this is the whole point about the 21-day manifestation challenge. And if you haven't joined yet, you should definitely join. It's not too late. We're only on day 3. You can still catch up. If you go to the Facebook group is 21-day manifestation 2023. The website is 21-day manifesting 2023. Manifesting, yeah, something like that. Or you can go to my profile, Somesh Swardt. Or if you can go to my link tree as well. So living a life on purpose, a work of art, a creation, and not by accident or by luck. That's what we're doing in the 21-day manifesting challenge. So your task for today is start creating a morning routine. First, upon waking, the first thing you're going to do, okay, when you wake up, okay, well, it could be the second. The first thing I do personally is I get up, okay, and I make my bed. Number 1, make the bed. Okay, you start off with some positive thing in your life. Second, what I do personally, which I learned from Mel Robbins recently, which is really cool, I go to the bathroom and I give myself a high five in the mirror. Actually, I was pretty tight, so today I haven't done it, but I will do it in a sec. So first thing, high five in the mirror. That's generally what I'm doing. The next thing is taking out your notepad or your book, and you're going to write out your goal again. So here's my goal. See my goal written out. I got a book, got my book. I'm going to write out my goal, and now I'm going to rewrite it. Yeah? So you can just read it. If you don't have the time, just reread it, okay? But somehow we're going to have to get this goal, your vision, into your consciousness on an ongoing basis in a focused way. So we're going to learn at some stage about the RAS. It's called the reticular activating system. It's the part of your brain, okay, that takes reality out there, and summarizes it or makes it simple enough for you to be able to process. Okay, your subconscious mind is like super powerful. Your conscious mind can only focus on a certain amount of things at a time. Okay, your conscious mind is the interface that you have with reality. Your conscious mind is everything beyond that. So the RAS, reticular activating system, is a part of your brain, okay, that, for example, when somebody says, don't look at the color blue, okay, you think of blue and all of a sudden you can see blue things around you. It's the reason why when you buy a new car, all of a sudden you see the same car around you. It's the reason why you can look at a Facebook page with thousands of things, pieces of information on that Facebook page, and only focus on the things that you really want to look for, that you really need. It's the reason why, if you believe inside yourself that you're not worth it and you're not worthy, that you continually find evidence for that belief. That's the reticular activating system. The reticular activating system is a part of your brain that if you decide that you want something or that you have a belief, okay, it finds evidence for that belief. It's like a homing pigeon. Like a homing pigeon, once you send it out to something, it finds it. It makes the world easier to manage because it summarizes it, but it only gives you what you program it to give you. So if you're programming it to give you negativity, that's what you're going to get. If you're programming it to give you positive things, that's what you're going to get. So that's why we have to keep on telling our RAS that this is our vision, this is what we want. And we have to do that with action and focus, because what's probably happened by default, we probably have some programs in there, some beliefs that either we didn't choose for ourselves or we chose out of a state of fear or a state of imbalance or whatever. Okay, so we could have some beliefs in there that says that we don't deserve to be abundant, that we don't deserve to be healthy, that we should work hard and earn £5 an hour, and that's just the way, whatever it is, could be a whole lot of different things. But those beliefs and the RAS, okay, is the reason why you're experiencing life right now. Your experience of life is based on your RAS and your belief system. So in order to change that and the RAS, we have to tell the reticular activating system that this is what we're focused on now. Then we have to keep that focus for an extended period of time. We have to allow the past to catch up with the present, okay? And we have to keep that consistent action and that consistent focus over time. But first we need to know where we're going, okay? And you need to make that decision, that choice. This is the vision I have for the future. While you're visioning that, you're going to give it as much energy and power and life as you can by thinking about it, getting inspired by it, seeing it, hearing it, feeling it, okay? Get really clear on why you want it, okay? You've got your reasons for wanting that particular vision, okay? And then you're going to keep on focusing on it. So this is the morning practice, yeah? So first, when you wake up, take your notebook and your book and you write out your goal. Then you're going to write out 5 reasons why you must achieve that goal. 5 reasons. You're going to do this every single day. You're going to write out the 5 reasons why you must achieve that goal. It can be the same as yesterday, and it also can be new as well. It can be new, 5 new reasons as well. It doesn't have to be new every day. It can be new every day, but it also can be, the ones from yesterday or the day before. But you're just going to write them out again. You can read them is fine as well. You can read them, but writing out is better. The reason why we write, because writing is in fact manifestation. Writing is a form of manifestation because we're actually taking a thought in our head, um, uh, through the mind, a belief, a thought, and our conscious mind, and we're taking it from mind into reality. The actual action of writing something down takes something from the level of mind to the level of physical reality, because there's words on a page and you can see them. There's physical reality of actual, ink on a page. So it's part of the process of manifestation. The more you can do that, the better, right? So yeah, write them out. If you don't have time, just read them. But every single day, you have to get those, you have to re-clarify that goal for you, that vision in your head. And if you can, maybe you want to write them out, put them on your wall and read them throughout the day. The more times that you can sort of imprint on your RAS, this is scientifically proven, right? The more times you can imprint on your RAS, the faster that is going to come into manifestation, because your whole body, your whole belief system is focused on achieving that. So you're going to see more opportunities to achieve that. You're going to overcome the challenges because you're clear on what you want to achieve. So you're going to list out the five. So the 5 reasons why you must achieve that goal, not why you can achieve the goal or want to achieve the goal, but why you must. The more must, the better. And then you're also going to list out 5 beliefs you must have to be the person that has achieved the goal. What sort of beliefs do I have to have in order to be the person that has achieved the goal? If you look at somebody who's a millionaire, that millionaire has certain beliefs. They believe money is good, money is freedom, money gives me security. There are certain beliefs that you must have in order to achieve that goal. If somebody is healthy and they've got a 6-pack and they're looking good and they're fit, there's certain beliefs that go along with that experience or that manifestation. And that some belief, for example, my body is a temple. If I look after my body, it'll look after me. All those beliefs that go around the field of health, right? So write out 5 of those beliefs. And then also write out the short paragraph in the present tense of what it will look like and feel like as you have achieved that goal. Okay. So for example, I'll give you an example. I've woken up, it's in my beautiful hotel room overlooking the waves. My partner is still asleep next to me. I can hear the waves. Notice like the audio, the more sort of senses you can add to this, the better. I can hear the waves. I can see the sea. I check my bank account. It's got this amount of money in it. I wake up my partner and we celebrate by jumping up and down and playing happy music. Something like that, right? So you want to be in the present tense and you want to write it out. If you don't have time, you're in a rush, just read it, but somehow get it back into your experience. And then the last part of today's task is to write out 5 things that you're grateful for in the moment you have achieved that goal. So you're going to think about the moment that you've achieved the goal and what you're grateful for. For example, you write out, I am grateful that I listened to Somesh over 1 year ago and completed the 21-day manifestation challenge. That could be your gratitude, right? That could be one of them. I'm grateful for that I'm fit and healthy and present enough to experience this moment. I'm grateful that I have amazing children and that I'm in love with them and they're in love with me. I'm grateful for my beautiful partner, that we're so in love and we're so happy. 5 things that you're grateful for in the moment of your vision when you've achieved that goal. Okay. So I think that is it. Woohoo! We did it. And I did it in exactly 40 minutes. Brilliant. Okay, brilliant. Only 10 minutes over. So thank you so much. I'm super excited. 21 days, we're on day 3. can't wait to yeah, can't wait to read or just carry on with this adventure. It's super exciting. I hope you're having a great day. Hello, everybody on Instagram. Yeah, super cool. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to add them to the Facebook group. The website, again, let me just get this website right because it is pretty important. So the website is www.21daymanifestation2023.com. Okay, actually, if you go there, it's going to take you to my my funnel hub, and there's a link for the 21-day manifestation sort of opt-in page on there. So just look for that. It's on the top right-hand side. My website is someshtoswart.com. You still can join the challenge. It's totally free. It's not going to cost you anything. It's only a day 3. You can definitely catch up. It'll probably take like an hour, half an hour to catch up. The videos, you can ignore them, just go straight to the tasks, just carry on that, or catch up with the videos as well. And if you are on the challenge already, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're keeping up, and please, if there's any questions, let me know. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.